Coach Joe talked the most shit on the team. I can't see.
Probably, I ain't gonna Cam. Probably he got an attitude. Him and JoJo gonna argue on the field because JoJo always trying to be right.
My teammates and coaches think I talk the most shit on the team, but
That's the problem, because you trying to smile, then you look weird. Smile while you're talking.
alright.
No, I'm not even shot. I'm not shot. I forget my words. I forgot what you said.
We're gonna beat them in the playoffs because they have a whole better team now.
Yo, you is that.
So you think we gonna beat them because they got a better team?
No.
Going into the final week of the season, the Falcon Boys found themselves competing against the 702 Bless. And while the playoffs were right around the corner, it was important that they locked in and didn't look past their competition. This week, the boys would have to recognize that it was all about execution. There was no question they had the talent to make a deep run in the playoffs this year. As they continue to build their chemistry, there's no question about it. They were looking forward to an opportunity to get on the field and do what they do best. With the regular season behind them, the Falcon Boys set their eyes on the Henderson Cowboys. This one felt personal, with the last two games coming down to the wire and the Cowboys coming out on top. The Falcon Boys were determined to show that they were the better team. At that fountain this week, you could feel it in the air. Each one of the boys had a certain level of intensity and attentiveness, things that had been shown in glimpses throughout the season manifested themselves and were clear as day. The Falcon Boys were locked in.
What we gonna do as a team to make sure we beat the Henderson Cowboys is like play as a team, motivate each other, and like if we mess up, we just gotta move on to the next play. Cause I heard them niggas lost. They quit against the Apex. Apex not good. They got zipped against the Apex and they got blown out. But I'm gonna make sure I do for our team. Make sure we win, keep them up, and I'm gonna not like if I do a bad play, I'm gonna let them not see that like dang I messed up. And I'm gonna keep pushing and move on to the next play. Like just motivate my teammates.
At this point, it was win or go home. With a few Sundevils on the team, approaching high school, it'd be a last opportunity for them to hit the field and play with the brothers. And they were looking forward to extending that opportunity as long as they could.
I feel like we're gonna be more focused. Feel like that we're gonna actually play 100% and not give up. Amar's not better than me. He not fucking with me because like I know how hard I could play I could play way harder than him and better. It's just that I need to show that.
Going into the playoffs this time around, I think we're gonna be more mentally prepared, physically as well. We're coming to execute. That's our focus. Execute. I think that all the information and plays and formations and setups and just plotting and scheming that we provide to these kids have been A1 for the most part. It's just time for them to execute. It's time for them to step up, take control, and change the narrative of this whole past year. You know what I mean? Even letting people think that these teams we've been playing are even close to us, and that's no knock to them. I think these teams that we've been taking losses to are very well coached teams, very great players on these teams and their rosters, and I think they come out with great plans and they get the job done. But I don't forget the years before this and the seasons before this. We weren't really losing to these teams at all. You know what I mean? These teams have been, minus Apex, these teams have been trying to beat us for years and haven't been able to do it, which explains why it's like a championship when they beat us. You know what I mean? Why they celebrate like they do when they beat us, because it feels good to them to beat us. You feel me? Because they never have. And like I said, that's not to knock them, but it is to up us, and that's what we need to do. It's time to get back into that Sun Devil football, get back into, what we do best, and start playing the game like we know it. I need my kids to start acting like the players that they are on the field. There's no time for intimidation, no time for mistakes. I mean, we don't have to be perfect, but there is a way of playing mistake-free football without being perfect, in my eyes. And it's time to get to that.
They chipped us in the regular season, and this is what we wanted. We ready for it. We like these big kind of games. We used to this. That's Sundevil football. Every game that our opponent play against us, it's like a championship, it seems like, to them to beat or play against the Sundevil. So it's a privilege to us, So we used to big game. We like it. We welcome the competition, the task at hand. We welcome it.
We're gonna beat the Cowboys in this playoffs. We're gonna make it to the championship. Most likely play Apex and get them rings.
With playoff Saturday finally here, the boys were moments away from taking their fate in their own hands. In a group of players that believe deep down in their hearts they were the better team. And today was their opportunity to get out on the field and finally prove it. Every lesson throughout the season would be tested on the field today. The Henderson Cowboys were never short on talent. So the defense were going to have their hands full today, trying to stop the run game. And the quarterback, if he caught you slipping, would be sure to dump it over the top. They came out there and quickly showed that this wasn't going to be the same team they played this season. Chipping away and taking an opportunity to make big plays, the Sun Devils quickly found themselves up on the scoreboard. each one of these games coming down to the wire, they understood that they would have to come out here and continue to play. There was no time to celebrate the last play. You had to be focused in and locked in on what needs to happen now. Each one of these coaches recognized that these boys played up to their potential. They would pave their way to a championship opportunity. As they done throughout the season, they showed that adversity wouldn't slow them down. Going into the fourth quarter, the Falcon Boys found themselves one step closer to accomplishing today's goal. This opponent wasn't the type to lay down. The Falcon Boys were gonna have to put them down. Big play after big play, it was becoming more and more evident that this game was coming to an end. All they had to do was make sure they stayed disciplined and played their game, holding tight as the Cowboys gave their all. Just last year, the Sundevils found themselves on the opposite side of victory, watching the Henderson Cowboys celebrate as they dealt with the reality of falling short of their goal.
Friend of mine that used to coach with me used to always say when we head to a championship game, hell, the hard part is done. We there. We in the championship. You know what y'all man as well do? Win the motherfucker. And that's gonna take a whole bunch of hard work for y'all. Y'all understand me? Yes, good job, fellas. Good job.
He said number 50 out there.
Oh, yeah. He got a little heat on him.
Hey, he said he got him tired out there, though.
Taking care of him, though. Taking care of him, though.
You ain't came? Hey.
Hey, stop waiting for it to drop. Ask Wack. He just dropped a fucking touchdown waiting for it to hit his chest. You know what I'm saying?
I figured though, but I feel you, but
Oh yeah, you know what it mean when you see them pitchforks, baby. What that mean?
It means Sundevil season, baby.